letting the body settle, the mind settle, without forcing anything, allowing the breath to find its own rhythm. And getting a sense of inner space. If you like, you can imagine and feel into space itself. Imagine a vast, open space with no beginning and no ending. It has no boundary. It has no edge. You could say this is infinity. And the space is empty. It is empty of any content. It is empty of any happening. It is empty of any appearance. Even if you do not feel empty right now, just imagine this emptiness. It has no quality to it. It is not cold. It is not dead. It's just the infinity of space. And into this space, put all the content of your experience into it. So you put thoughts, thought activity, not only the thought activity that is taking place now, but memories. So we could say the past, hopes, imaginations. We could say the future. And put in feelings, emotions, all the emotions you have experienced and do experience, all the emotions you are familiar with. You can even place all your stories and narratives. And the sensations you experience that you're familiar with as part of the lived experience. Warmth, cold, tiredness, tension, aliveness, pain or pleasure. You can put bliss and peace and sleepiness and everything that you know as your life experience, your human experience. Just place it all into space. You can also add some of your cherished beliefs. They could be spiritual beliefs or beliefs about yourself or beliefs about life. You can place all your confusion and your doubt, all your knowledge. This is the content of your experience. Now take all this content and drag it into one small spot, one location within space. So within the infinite, you have located the finite. All the content of your experience, your human life, is located within this one finite spot. And around this conglomerate of experiences, imagine a box. It can be a transparent box, but it has 4 sides and a top and a bottom, and therefore it has edges, it has a boundary, and inside is everything that you experience, everything that you know about yourself, the body, perception, sensation, thoughts, and all that has woven itself into this that you know as your personhood and your life. Now, obviously, this content that you've placed inside the box is inside the space of the box. The box must have space in order to contain the content. Now, you could ask yourself, is the space outside of the box a different space to the space inside the box? In other words, is the essence of space different? Does the content of the box change the space, the essence of the space? This box, the boundary, the edges, is a metaphor for the construct of self, the construct of me and my experience, me and my life. Now imagine that something unwelcome happens in your life, and it creates agitation or tension. It creates contraction. And so the box contracts and squeezes the contents. You feel squeezed. You feel small, disempowered. But has that changed the nature of space? Has it changed the quantity or quality of space, not just inside the box, but all of space? Nevertheless, you feel like a contracted me. You have shrunk, seemingly. Now imagine something good happens, something welcome, something that makes you excited or empowered. You feel expanded. Perhaps you've experienced either a welcome event, a happening, or a breathwork session that makes you feel expanded and at one with everything. Whatever it is, the box has expanded. The contents are the same. Maybe not the same details, but still the contents are there. It's still the same space, but the box has expanded. Ask yourself, has the space actually changed? The quality of space, the essence of space, the nature of space, has it changed? Or is it the construct of me that seemingly has expanded or contracted? This metaphor is not just an exercise in imagination or visualization. It is a reflection of what takes place when we are fixated solely on the finite experience. By softening our attention on the construct of me, and by seeing how that construct fluctuates according to our experience and our interpretation of that experience, which is always interpreted through the eyes of the me self. If we could see that, and if we could soften our grip, our hold upon that construct, then the boundary of self, the imaginary box, which is either a source of delight or a source of suffering, limitation, would become more and more transparent. The boundary itself becomes lighter, less visible, less rigid. Allowing the recognition of the luminous emptiness of being as what we are in all circumstances. This would reveal the peace that passeth all understanding. Because it's not dependent on circumstances. Neither is it dependent on feeling expanded. This eases the suffering of the self, the separate self. So when you're ready, opening your eyes gently.